Good evening all. Welcome all of you. Audio video clear hai na? All of you audio video clear or not? Please mention. So today's topic is geometry and mensuration. So please invite your friends also to be part of this lecture. In this series, we have already completed the previous topics: speed, distance, time, work and time, average mixtures, percentage, profit loss, discount, interest, permutation, combination, probability, number system. And in the upcoming days also, we will have more topics to be completed. For the new people, this is the bio of me and these are the books I have written. And the book CSIR NET General Aptitude and New Outlook is the current bestseller book for general aptitude preparation for CSIR NET exam. And these are the other resources we provide. In the description of the video, you can find the links of these resources. And also check out the other playlist in this channel. UPSC Aspirants, complete UPSC topics are covered in our playlist. About 64 videos already uploaded and more videos will be uploaded in the future also. So check the description or check in the comment section. You will be finding the link to access our complete playlist or go to these playlists. This is the UPSC CSAT playlist you can see here. You can access it and watch those videos, those of you missed those videos, or in our Telegram channel we will be posting our posting these links also, those of you missed it. Christy's classes UPSC CSAT Telegram channel, you can scan this QR code or check the description of the video. We have already completed comprehension free classes, UPSC CSAT in 30 minutes free classes, where all these 40 topics were completed. There the previous year questions of all these topics are also discussed. In the flashcard revision series, we are discussing the theory mainly. The previous year questions are covered in this series also. Both are completely free series. So those of you want to check it out can check it out. And our complete courses are paid courses in our platform and the ebooks in our platform. You can download our mobile application to access them. The 100 flashcards for UPSC CSAT, 100 flashcards for CSIR NET, 100 flashcards for GATE exam, etc. are already available as ebooks. And complete course for CSIR NET is available in our mobile application, and complete course for GATE General Aptitude also is available in our mobile application. This is a live course starting from July 1st. So those of you want to enroll for it, check out our mobile application or you can contact in this number for more details. So that's the intro. So let's start. Make sure all of you have invited your friends also so that more people can be part of this initiative. So geometry is a very vast topic. So the major aspects of geometry that you should remember or that you should know, I will just summarize. All these things you have learned in school days itself. What I'm doing is just revising those things you already know. Okay, so geometry basically can be divided into plane geometry and solid geometry, that is two-dimensional geometry and three-dimensional geometry. First we will discuss about two-dimensional geometry. Two-dimensional geometry, there are many things, point, line, etc. We will start with lines. What is a line? All of you know. Line means line segment or line segment we can say. So there are different types of lines. For example, intersecting lines are there. Two lines are said to be intersecting if it is crossing somewhere. Parallel lines are there. Yeah, this parallel lines is very important. So when two lines are parallel, the line that is crossing is called the transversal. In this system, many angles are equal. Which all angles are equal? For example, if I take this angle as x, angle 2, angle 3 also will be x. That is called vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles are always equal. And angle on a straight line is 180 degree. Angle on a straight line is 180 degree, or it is called linear pair. Linear pair. ये x है तो बाकी 180 minus x होगा, because total should be 180 ना. And if this is 180 minus x, by vertically opposite angle property, this is also 180 minus x. I hope that much is clear. Now, we understood if this is x, and this will be 180 minus x, so this will be 180 minus x. What about these four angles? That are also x 180 minus x itself. Because alternate interior angles are always equal. Alternate interior angles means these two parallel lines, these are interior angles, but they are alternate sides. They are not in the same sides. So these two angles are equal. That is called alternate interior angles. And if this is, that means if this is x, this is also x. If this is x, this is also x, because the vertically opposite angles. So this is 180 minus x, linear pair. So this is also 180 minus x, vertically opposite angle. Matlab, all these 8 angles can be either x or 180 minus x only. There are no other possibility at all. And by that you can say few more properties. Alternate interior angles are equal. Similarly, alternate exterior angles are equal. These angle 2, angle 7, angle 1, angle 8. And corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding angles means this and this are corresponding angles. 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 So that are the parallel line and transversal properties. Hope all of you know this or remember this. These names are not important. Which angles are equal, which angles are adding up to 180. That is important. Yeah, adding up to 180 is called supplementary angles. Okay, so lines, that much basically you should know. Now, important polygons. What is a polygon? All of you know, na? So, polygon have three or more sides, and according to the number of sides, we call the polygon with different names. Triangle means 3-sided polygon. Square, rectangle, parallelogram, rhombus, trapezium, all these are called quadrilateral. Quadrilateral are 4-sided polygons. Pentagon means 5-sided, hexagon means 6-sided, heptagon means 7-sided, octagon means 8-sided. Yeah, at least till octagon you should know the names, because in the question you will be only mentioned what is the number of, what is each angle in a regular octagon. So there you should know octagon means 8-sided polygon. And first you should know the names and the shape what they are. I will just briefly mention. Triangle, what is triangle? All of you know, na? What is a triangle? All of you know. I will explain more about triangles because triangle itself is a very big topic. So what are the different types of triangles and all we will discuss. But triangles have 3 sides. More properties of triangles I will discuss in a while. Square means, yeah, we can start with parallelogram. Parallelogram is a quadrilateral whose opposite sides are parallel and equal. And all angles may not be equal. But for a parallelogram, if all angles are equal, that is called a rectangle. And for a rectangle, if all sides are equal, that is called a square. That means square is subset of rectangle is subset of parallelogram, we can say. Square subset of rectangle subset of parallelogram, we can say. So anyway, what are these? And rhombus, what is the speciality of a rhombus? Rhombus is a parallelogram whose all sides are equal. If all sides of a parallelogram are equal, that is called a rhombus. And trapezium means 2 sides are parallel, other 2 sides may not be parallel, that is called a trapezium. So these are the basic shapes. Now interior angles of polygon, that is another important thing. So how to find, okay, before that, just adjust the slide a bit, please wait. Go through this. Types of polygons we will first discuss. In question paper, you can see these terms. Given this polygon is regular polygon, or given a regular octagon or regular hexagon. So you should know what is regular and irregular, then only you can solve that question. Na? So regular polygon means a polygon which is equilateral and equiangular is called regular polygon. Or regularity and irregularity, that is one way you can categorize polygons. So if all sides are equal, all angles are equal, that is called equilateral and equiangular respectively. In that case, that polygon is called regular polygon. For example, square is a regular quadrilateral. Square is a regular quadrilateral because all sides are equal, all angles are also equal. But rectangle is not a regular quadrilateral because regular होने के लिए equilateral भी होना चाहिए, equiangular भी होना चाहिए. हाँ, rectangle तो equiangular है but equilateral नहीं है. Equilateral means all sides should be equal. So that is why it is not a regular polygon, it's an irregular polygon. That means at least one side is different from other sides, or at least one angle should be different from other angles. That is called an irregular polygon. So all of you understood regularity and irregularity. Another categorization of polygon is convexity and concavity. Go through this flashcard. All of you go through this flashcard. After that I will explain. Okay. So understood what is concavity and convexity, or concave polygon and convex polygon. Yeah, in physics you are learning concave and convex. Na? You can relate to that to an extent actually. Convex polygon is a polygon. There are different ways to define it. The simplest way is this. If all interior angles are less than 180, that is called a convex polygon. Most of the polygons we know are convex itself. Triangle, square, rhombus itself. Because for concave polygons, the name itself we don't know, or we don't use that much. Because these shapes have very complicated names, but that is not commonly used to polygons. Na? So if all angles are less than 180, that polygon is convex, because triangles all angles are less than 180, square all angles are less than 180, rhombus all angles are less than 180. If at least one angle is more than 180, that is called a concave polygon. For example, look at this. This one is more than 180. This one is more than 180. This is also more than 180. Another way is if you join these 2 points, the line is outside the polygon. Such polygons are concave also. That is another way to define it. Any one way, you understand the idea, that is more important. Anyway, what is convex, concave also you understood, I guess. One more categorization of polygons are simple and complex polygon. Simple polygon is a polygon which have only one set of boundary. Complex polygon have more than one set of boundary. Again, most of the polygons that you know are simple polygons itself. This is an example of a convex polygon. Yeah, this star shape, or a kite shape, not exact kite shape, but extending kite shape. So here 2 boundaries are there. Now boundary means this is closed, this is another closed boundary. Similarly, this is closed, this is another closed boundary. Through inside and outside you can see. I think all angles greater. All angles cannot be greater, Aksa. I didn't say all angles. Listen carefully. One or more interior angles of a polygon are more than 180. That is called concave polygon. One or more interior angles are. If all angles are less than 180, that is what I told. If all angles are less than 180, that is a convex polygon. If at least one angle is more than 180, that is called a concave polygon. That is how to understand concave and convex. And simple and complex, as I told, if one set of boundary, that is simple polygon, another more than one set of boundary, that is complex polygon. Yes, Pooja, this series is useful for CSIR NET, GATE, UPSC and other similar exams also. Okay, so again, don't think that in exam you will be asked, can you define what is, which is, or which of the following is simple polygon, complex polygon. I am telling this only to say that in exam, if you see given a complex polygon, there will be a picture also given of this shape. There actually the word complex is not very important, but if you don't know complex polygon, you can get confused. Okay, I don't know complex polygon, so it is better to skip the question. That doubt should not be there. That is why I am saying about these not very common terms we are seeing, but regular and irregular is very common. Many times in question paper they have used the term regular polygon, because regular means all angles are equal. In that case, to find each of the angles, each of the sides is easy actually. That is the next thing to discuss. How to find sum of interior angle and sum of exterior angle of any polygon. Sum of interior angle of any polygon, there is a shortcut formula, n-2 into 180 degree. Sum of interior angle means, for example, you know about this thing, triangle. Na? Sum of interior angle of a triangle is 180. That is a property we are learning, or that is a property that we are using also in many questions. Na? And that also can be derived using this formula, n-2 into 180 degree. Because for triangle 3 sides, so 3-2 into 180 degree. That is 180. Na? So sum of interior angle of a triangle is 180 degree, or sum of interior angle of any polygon will be n-2 into 180, where n is the number of sides. N is the number of sides. So that is what I have listed here also. For square or all quadrilaterals, why it is 360? Because 4-sided. So it is 4-2 into, using this formula, 4-2 into 180, 360 itself. So for pentagon, 5-2 into 180, 540. So likewise, each of these angles can be found using this sum of interior angle. Interior angle means these are interior angles. Then what is exterior angle? Exterior angle means, look at this picture. Yeah, I'll use this picture itself to explain. For this triangle, this is the interior angle. So if you extend that line, this the remaining is called exterior angle. And if you extend this line, this is called exterior angle. And if you extend this line, this is called exterior angle. These three exterior angles added, what will be value? 360. For square, 360 itself. For rectangle, 360 itself. For pentagon, 360 itself. That means for any polygon, exterior angle sum is always 360. Exterior angle sum is always 360. Remember this idea also. For interior angle, depending on n, the value will change. But for exterior angle, sum of exterior angle will always be 360 itself. That means if a picture is given, all other angles except one exterior angles are given. To find exterior angle, you can use the idea this plus this plus this plus this plus x is equal to 360 and find the value. Now for regular polygon, I told you regular polygon is equilateral and equiangular. Equiangular means all angles are equal. Na? So if you know sum of interior angle, each of the angle can be found by dividing by number of angles. Na? For example, for square 90 degree is each angle. How you can derive it? 360 is sum of interior angle of a square. Na? 360 by 4 you will do. Because n minus 2 into 180 is 360 by n. N is number of sides which is equal to number of angles also. For square 4 angles are there. Na? So divided by 4. So for what about pentagon? Pentagon is 5-sided polygon. Na? You know that pentagon n minus 2 into 180 degree, if you multiply you will get 540. So each angle for an regular pentagon will be 540 by 5, that is 108. Hexagon 720 by 6, that is 120. Heptagon 900 by 7 and so on. But only if it is regular polygon, because if it is not regular, all angles are not equal, so you cannot say it is equal. I mean dividing equally, you cannot do that. And exterior angle also, divide by number of angles, you can find each of the exterior angle if it is a regular polygon. If it is a regular polygon. Okay, this much is clear now. Now last property is not very important, but this is important. Multiple times questions were asked based on this. Number of diagonals of an n-sided polygon. For example, if it is a hexagon. Hexagon means 6-sided polygon. Either use this formula or use this formula. This formula, you already know permutation combination. In the series itself, we have discussed about combination. Na? nc2 minus n. If it is hexagon, 6c2 minus 6. 6c2 minus 6. 6c2 is what? 6 into 5 by 1 into 2. 15 minus 6. 15 minus 6, 9 will be the answer if it is hexagon, number of diagonals. What is a diagonal? I hope all of you know. For example, square, there are 2 diagonals. Huh? Let's see whether that is justified. 4c2 minus 4. 4c2 is 4 into 3 by 1 into 2. That is 6 minus 4, 2. All of you are understanding? Or n into n minus 3 by 2 also you can do, where n is the number of sides. So basically this much formula you should know from this chapter. Now, triangle is a very important polygon. So, about triangle, I will briefly mention. What are the major types of triangle? First, you should understand that. Equilateral triangle, all of you remember, I guess. But some people get confused about equilateral and isosceles. Equilateral, equal. All lateral means side. All sides are equal. That is called equilateral. And all sides are equal means all angles automatically will be equal. Or not automatically equal. In the case of triangle, equilateral means equiangular also. Equiangular also. So, equilateral triangle, or a more correct term or more clear term is regular triangle. But the common usage is equilateral triangle. That is why we use equilateral triangle itself. What is regular we already discussed now. So, if all sides are equal, that is called equilateral triangle. If all sides are equal, all angles are also equal, and it is equal to 60 because sum of interior angle of a triangle is 180 degree. Yeah, speaking of properties of triangle, okay, I will come to that. Before that, equilateral triangle means all sides equal, all angles equal. Isosceles triangle means 2 sides should be equal, 2 sides. And 2 sides equal means their opposite angles are also equal. Opposite angles are also equal. Opposite angle means what? For example, in this case, if this is x, this is x, they are equal. This side opposite angle is this. This side opposite angle is this. These 2 angles should be equal. That means if this is m, this is also m. Opposite means that is not touching that side. So angle opposite to equal sides are equal in an isosceles triangle. Only in isosceles triangle that is true. Equilateral triangle also it is true, because all equilateral triangles are by default isosceles. Scalene triangle means what? It's exact opposite of equilateral. In equilateral all sides are equal. Na? In scalene all sides are unequal. All sides should be unequal. So if this is x, this is y, this is z. X is not equal to y is not equal to z. Consequently, all angles are also unequal. All angles are also unequal. I hope that much is clear. Then acute angle means at least one angle should be less than 90. Right angle means exactly one angle is 90. About right angle, we have to discuss Pythagoras theorem. I will come to that. Obtuse angle means one angle should be more than 90. One angle should be more than 90. So that are the different types of triangles. Hope all of you know it or remember it. Geometry is a very vast topic. That is why I am going quickly. Please mention if there is any doubt. And if you are understanding, please hit the like button. That will help this video to reach more people according to the algorithm of YouTube. So go through these properties. Let me give a rest to my throat. Okay, Abu Bakar, good to know, good to know. So try this. These are the important properties of triangles. New students, if you want these flashcards as an ebook, you can check it out in our mobile app. And till your exam, we are giving it as a giveaway itself at almost zero cost itself till your upcoming exam. I mean this June month exam only. So those of you want, download our mobile application Christy's classes. In the description of the video, you can find the link to download it. Any doubts or any clarity needed? Once again reminding, all these chapters we have already covered the previous year questions in the previous playlist. That playlist is already available in this channel. Go through that. Clear? Okay, so I'll explain very fast. Sum of interior angle of a triangle is 180 degree, that we already have discussed. A plus B plus C is 180 degree. And exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of opposite interior angle. This is only for triangle. Only for triangle this property is valid. Exterior angle, for example, this angle D, this is equal to sum of interior opposite angles. This angle C is adjacent to D. Na? Don't consider that. The other two angles are opposite to D. So A plus B is equal to angle D. That is what this property says. Sum of two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. This is a very important property. X, Y, Z, X plus Y should definitely be greater. It cannot be equal. It should be greater. Y plus Z should be greater than X, and X plus Z should be greater than Y. Sum of two sides should be more than the third side. If you order the sides of a triangle from largest to shortest, for example, X, Z, Y, X is greater than Z is greater than Y, then their opposite angle also holds the same comparison. X opposite angle is C. The angle C will be the greatest because X is the greatest side. Z is the second greatest, so its opposite angle, angle B, will be the second greatest angle. Y is the third greatest, so Y opposite angle A will be the third greatest angle. So, and corresponding sides of similar triangles. For two triangles to be similar, in school you have learned about AA, angle condition, side angle side condition, SSS, side condition. So by that, if sides are triangles are proportional, this by this, this by this, this by this, these ratios will be equal. So that are the major properties of triangles. So due to lack of time, I will move on. Now circle is technically a polygon, but circle is a shape from which many properties can be defined. But in UPSC exam, circle related questions were very less, but CSIR and GATE exam, the circle related questions are more. So these properties, especially this property, is very important, and this property is also very important. These two properties, that is, angle subtended at the center is double the angle subtended at the circumference. This angle x, so double 2x will be this. And all these angles are equal, that is, angle subtended and arc in the same segment are equal. And if PQ is the diameter, the angle subtended will be 90 degree. So these properties you should know. More properties of circle I have listed here. Go through this also. Circle itself is a very vast topic, but much questions were not asked. That is why I am not investing more time on this. So anyway, this much is clear now. Whatever we have discussed till now, is it clear or not? So now triangle, when we discussed about triangle, we discussed about right angled triangle. As you know, right angled triangle, there is a special triangle called, there is a special property called Pythagoras theorem or Pythagoras theorem. Two pronunciations are there, Pythagoras or Pythagoras. So Pythagoras theorem says base square plus altitude square or height square is equal to hypotenuse square. If this is base, this is height, this is hypotenuse. This square plus this square is equal to hypotenuse. This all of you remember, na? But what is more important is you should know Pythagorean triplets also. You should know about Pythagorean triplets also. Triplets which satisfies Pythagoras theorem is called Pythagorean triplet. For example, 3, 4, 5 is a Pythagorean triplet because 3 square plus 4 square is 5 square. 5, 12, 13 is a Pythagorean triplet. 5 square plus 12 square plus 13 is equal to 13 square. And another property of Pythagorean triplet, or to remember more Pythagorean triplet, any multiple of a Pythagorean triplet is Pythagorean itself. That means 3, 4, 5, if you multiply by 2, you will get 6, 8, 10. That is also Pythagorean. That is 6 square plus 8 square is 10 square. That means that is sides of right triangle. That is the meaning. 3, 4, 5, 3 times is 9, 12, 15. That is also Pythagorean. Any multiple of a Pythagorean triplet is Pythagorean. I hope that is also clear. So, go through these major Pythagorean triplet because in many questions this will help you to save time. For example, if the base is given 7, this is given 24. If you know 7, 24, 25 is a Pythagorean triplet, you don't have to write this step and waste your time. 7, 24 means third side should be 25. So that way you can do. And this is more important in distance and direction chapter, which will be discussed in the reasoning unit. In the series itself, we will discuss distance and direction. In reasoning unit, there this Pythagorean triplet or Pythagoras theorem is very important. So please go through the Pythagorean triplet, all of you. Go through the Pythagorean triplet, all of you. The major Pythagorean triplet. Take time to remember them. At least the first few of them at least. And then you can generate more triplets by multiplying. All clear? Whatever we discussed till now? Rajan, we already discussed practice question. This series is not to discuss any question. We are not discussing any PYQ or any practice question in this series. The series is purely for revising all the flashcards so that you get a quick revision of all the theory you already learned. In my channel itself, we have taken a full-length playlist, 30 minutes, general aptitude in 30 minutes, or for UPSC aspirants, it is UPSC CSAT in 30 minutes. In that series, we have covered the previous year questions and practice questions. Make use of that for extra practice. So, okay, so that are the major things in geometry chapter. Now, geometry extended is mensuration chapter or geometry perimeter area volume related questions that are called mensuration. So this again you have learned in school. I think from 6th standard to almost 11th, 12th standard itself you are learning mensuration. In every class, mensuration was there. How to find area of a circle or area of a square or area of a trapezium or volume of something or perimeter of something. So there actually the first confusion that can happen is how to decide whether to find the area or perimeter or the volume. That is the first confusion at least some of you may have. Okay, so I will clarify that. What is area, what is perimeter, and what is volume? So first of all, perimeter means boundaries added. Boundaries added. For example, if I want to put a band over this phone, the length of the band is equal to the perimeter of this phone or perimeter of this. The boundary, that is called perimeter. But if I want to put a screen guard over this phone, the shopkeeper will ask what is the area of it or length and breadth, so that he can multiply length into breadth to find the area. Or diagonal also is enough actually to an extent, because we can make an assumption what will be the base and height. So that is area. Region covered is area. Then what is volume? The content inside. If this font, how much is this content? That is called volume. That means, for example, if you want to fill a glass with water, you are completely filling it, the volume of the glass is equal to the volume of the water in it itself. Content inside is volume. So that is the basic difference between perimeter, volume and area. So perimeter, as it is boundaries added, in each cases you can actually derive it yourself itself in most of the cases. Derive it means, for triangle, 3 sides are there. Let A, B, C be the 3 side length. So A plus B plus C will be the perimeter, because 3 sides. The boundaries added is A plus B plus C. If it is equilateral triangle, A plus B plus C itself, but A, B, C are equal. So A, 3A. For right triangle, we call this base and height, but still it is A plus B plus C itself. Whether you call it H or A, it's all same. But circle, to find the perimeter, it is little complicated, because you have to use the idea of making circle out of infinite polygons. That idea I like to teach, but it will take too much time. So for final revision, that is not needed. So anyway, 2 pi r is the perimeter of a circle. Perimeter of a circle is 2 pi r, means circle's half is semicircle. So perimeter of a semicircle should be pi r. Then what I have written here, pi r plus 2r, that is when the semicircle is a closed one. If the semicircle is like this open, pi r. If it is closed like this is a diameter. Diameter is 2 times radius. So 2r. So pi r plus 2r. So that is about perimeter of these shapes. So Abubakar, circle is not a polygon, because polygon should have finite sides. Finite number of sides. So circle is not a polygon, but from polygons you can derive the shape of a circle. That's a very beautiful thing. From square, like square have 4 sides, make it 5 sides, then 6 sides, then 7 sides, 8 sides, 9 sides, up to infinite side. That is when you get a circle. That is the idea. Okay, anyway, so these shapes are clear. Perimeter. So square, rectangle, parallelogram, rhombus, trapezium, these quadrilaterals, what are their perimeter? We are first discussing about perimeter. So square, all sides are A. So A plus A plus A plus A, 4A. Rectangle, if this side is A and this side is B, then this side is A and this side is B. So A plus A, B plus A. Sorry, B plus B. That is 2 times A plus B. Parallelogram also same. If this is A, this is also A. If this is B, this is also B. So that is 2 times A plus B. Rhombus, all sides are equal. So A, 4A. For trapezium, all sides are unequal. A, B, C, D. A plus B plus C plus D only you can do to find the perimeter. The perimeter of all these shapes, you should have an idea in your mind, so that in exam time, you don't have to by heart it. You can directly say that these are the boundaries. Then area of shapes, triangle, half base into height. Again, derivation of this is very beautiful, but due to lack of time, I am skipping it. But half base into height is applicable only if base and height are known to us. If only sides are known to us, the only formula is this. Root of s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. Heron's formula it is called. Where s is half of perimeter. I will explain it if anyone have doubt. If this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Sorry, cannot be 3. Because then it will not be triangle according to sum of 2 sides greater than third side. let this be 5, 8, 11. So 5 plus 8 plus 11 will be the perimeter. That is 13 plus 11, 24. 24 is the perimeter, so half of that is 12. So S is 12. So 12 into 12 minus 5, 7. 12 minus 8. 12 minus 8 will be 4. And 12 minus 11 will be 1. This product you have to take the square root of it. That is how to find area if only sides are known. But for a right triangle, sides and base and height are equal. If this is base, that is a side also. If this is height, that is a side also. So half base into height itself is enough. This is not needed actually, because this formula is time consuming. It is better to avoid that wherever possible. So for equilateral triangle, you can use half base into height, but as all sides are equal, there is a special formula for area, root 3 by 4 a square. Root 3 by 4 a square. If you know that, that will be easier. Otherwise, you have to find the height using Pythagoras theorem and all. That will be time consuming. So if you want to save time on equilateral triangle, root 3 by 4 a square, where a is the side length, that can be used. And for circle, I hope all of you remember pi r square. Again, that can also be derived, but beyond the scope of this lecture. So pi r square is the area of the circle. Semicircle means half of circle. So half of pi r square will be the area of semicircle. I am just giving you insights how to understand the formula without rote learning it. For square, actually area will be, for square and all these polygons, you can say base into height. Base is a, height is a, so a square. Base is b, height is a, so a into b. Base is b, height is h. This is a is not height. So base into height is the area for all these shapes. Rhombus a, height is here actually a square, a into a square itself, because it is the idea is actually you can align lines like this to form the rhombus. Again, that is too much to explain now, so skip it for the time's sake. I have explained that in previous videos in this channel itself. Check out my mensuration videos in this channel. There you can find the explanation of all these formula actually. Now I am just briefly mentioning the idea. So a square will be the polygon, area of a polygon, and trapezium, if this is a and this is b, that is parallel sides. Half into sum of parallel sides into height will be the area of a trapezium. This is height, perpendicular length. Half of a plus b into height will be the area. And for rhombus, if diagonals are given, these are diagonals, half d1 into d2 formula also can be applied. And for square, diagonals are equal, so half d1 into d2 is half d into d, half d square itself, if diagonal is given. For rectangle, diagonals, to use diagonals, this is a formula, so forget it for the time's sake. It is little tricky formula. So basically this much you should know about polygon area. Now it is 3D shapes. 2D shapes, perimeter and area we discussed. Now 3D shapes, volume and surface area. Mainly volume is enough. Surface area, if possible, learn it. That is what I can say. So I will say how to learn these shapes properly. 3D shapes. The major two 3D shapes are prism and pyramid. You have to understand first what is the difference between prism and pyramid. Prism and pyramid. These are pyramids. These are prisms. In prisms, for example, a triangular prism means one triangle, same size another triangle, same size another triangle, infinitely many similar triangles or same size triangles are aligned to form a prism. But for a pyramid, not same size triangle, you are decreasing the size of triangle, finally reaching almost zero size of the triangle. That is how pyramid is formed. Not only with triangle, for any shape, this is how prism and pyramid is formed. For example, rectangle. One rectangle, same size another rectangle, same size another rectangle, aligned, you will get a prism. Rectangular prism, another name itself, we can call it as cuboid also. Cuboid or rectangular box. Cube means square aligned, same size square aligned, that is cube. Now cylinder is same size circle aligned. But our circle is not a polygon. Cylinder is not a prism. But the idea of prism is true in cylinder. Just like as I told, circle is not technically a polygon. But you can include that when you learn polygon. For practical purpose, that will help actually. But circle is not a polygon. Same way, a circle forms a cylinder. Cylinder is not technically a prism because prism is formed only from polygons. But whatever I told about prism, triangular prism, rectangular prism, cube, etc. will hold for cylinder also. So, did you all understood what is a prism and how to form a prism? Now, the same way, how to understand pyramids. As I told, smaller size polygons are aligned to form a pyramid. So if triangle, yeah, the Egyptian pyramid you can relate it to. Smaller triangle aligned, you will get this pyramid. If it is square, smaller shape square, finally a very small square on the top. Na? Rectangle also, what is the base? That is how the name is done. Triangular pyramid means triangle based pyramid. Square pyramid means square based pyramid. Rectangular pyramid means rectangle based pyramid. And cone, just like cylinder I told you, circle forms a cylinder, circle forms a cone. Smaller circles. All of you understood? And especially for cube and cuboid, this number of vertices, number of edges are very important in cubes and dices chapter. Cubes and dices we will discuss in the reasoning lecture. So there I will explain more about it. So, and how to learn the volume. As I told, surface area, more than surface area, volume is more important. For every prism, base area into height is a common formula. Base area into height. Base area into height will be the common formula for the volume. For example, if it is a rectangle, what is the base? Base is a rectangle, na? Length into breadth is the area of a rectangle. So, base area is length into breadth. That is added again and again for h height. So base area into height means length into breadth into height. That is how that formula is formed. And cube, base is a square. So a square is the area. Above that a square align. So a square into a cube. And circle, pi r square is the area. Pi r square, h times it is added. 1 over our other h times. So pi r square into h. So that is why I told you this base area into height is a common formula for all these shapes. For triangular prism, I haven't written another formula because depending upon what triangle, if it is equilateral triangle, root 3 by 4 a square into height. If it is some other triangle, half base into height. Or according to which triangle, you can use that base area. And for pyramid, instead of base area into height, all formula is 1 by 3 into base area into height. For example, if it is square pyramid, base is a square, square area is a square. So 1 by 3 into base area, that is a square into height. If it is rectangle, base area is length into breadth. So 1 by 3 into base area into height. If it is cone, base area is circle. So 1 by 3 pi r square into h. Now these formulas may not be very alien to you. Now you may be able to understand it easily, I hope so. Most of the shapes you see are pyramids or prism. So connect it with pyramids and prism. All prisms, the formula is base area into height. All pyramids, the formula is 1 by 3 base area into height. Now 3 more shapes which are circular in nature. Sphere, again. Sphere, how to form a sphere using shells. That is a very beautiful concept, but too much time it will take to explain. So for the time's sake, 4 by 3 pi r cube is the volume of a sphere. Hemisphere is half of a sphere. So 4 by 3 pi r cube, half will be 2 by 3 pi r cube. And frustum is a complicated shape. If possible, only learn it, otherwise skip it. Frustum means frustum of a cone, frustum of a different shapes you can form frustum. This is a frustum of a cone. A cone, you are cutting the top part of it, remaining is a frustum. For example, many buckets are of frustum shape. Or many things you see around are actually frustum shape. The frustum shape, as it is cut from a cone, one cone cut from another cone, that is how the volume is also derived. Due to lack of time, I am not deriving it. This is the formula where small r is the small radius, capital R is the big radius. So these are the major formula you should know from this chapter. So hope all of you got an idea. This chapter we cannot teach like the other chapters because it is more of the formula. Each formula can be derived logically, but that will take too much time. My idea was to give you a basic idea so that you don't have to rote learn all the things. To an extent, you can understand the logic itself to learn it. So hope this session was useful. As I told, those of you want previous year questions of these topics, go through these videos that I have posted for quantitative aptitude and reasoning. We have posted in the previous playlist. I will tag the links of that in the comment section so that you can access it easily. So any other doubts or any other concerns? And as I told, the flashcards currently for helping you for the exam, we are providing the flashcards almost free of cost in our mobile application. So you can download our mobile application and get the flashcards till June 28th. This offer will be there. After that, 1 year access of flashcards you can still get. That will be available in the platform, and with our complete courses, the corresponding flashcards of each exams are already provided. Complete courses are currently there for CSIR NET exam and GATE exam, and for other exams, especially UPSC exam, we are planning for a complete course for UPSC exam for 2025 exam. So those of you watching me live or recorded, those of you or any of your friends want to get a training for UPSC CSAT also, it will be available in the platform very soon. Currently CSIR NET complete course is available, 60 recorded video and free online study material. These are the online study material you will get as part of the course. The course cover complete theory, previous year questions of till December 2023, shortcut tricks, exam hacks, practice worksheets, mock test. Course will be in English and Hindi, and the course you can access through mobile and laptop, and this will be the pricing for the 3-month subscription along with the videos and study materials. More information you can find here, and demo videos you can find in the mobile app itself. And for GATE also we have launched the course. This is a live course. The recorded version of this course will also be there after a few months, but after each live class you will get the recording of the course. So complete theory of all topics, latest topic wise previous year questions, live doubt clearing session, short tricks, exam hacks, practice worksheets, mock test, and the course will be in Hindi and English, and laptop and mobile access will be there. Here in this course also free online study materials will be provided. So that's it. That's the information about our complete courses. So if you felt the session was useful, do hit the like button and do invite your friends also to be part of these initiatives. And after exam, do let me know if this series helped you in any way for your upcoming exam. Like to hear from all of you in this comment section of this YouTube channel, or if you have my Telegram ID, by DM me you can mention how did your exam go, as exam is very near. So, or in our Telegram group also you can mention, so that others also get to know whether these series were helpful for you for your final revision and final practice. So that's it. Let's conclude for today. Next day, tomorrow, we will be discussing the next topic. That's it. Thank you all of you. Take care all of you. Do comment what you felt about this session, and do share this video to maximum people. Check the description of the video to access more free resources. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.